This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, this is Jackson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They run on first down with Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 29, Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And an alley to run. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Luck. We'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. 53, Mike. Double dog. That's the way. 12. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Here's Jackson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check, check. Fresno. You got tape.
Now it's Locke off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Kill. Solid. Hey, Lou.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. Joker. Hey, Buck. So we're good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike 54. Check. Check 52.
A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Seahawks. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120. Watch 54. Hey, watch your leg.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and they've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Now Jackson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They snap it to Luck, escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, let's get there.
And a give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Waiting. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 40. Hey, 74. Bravo. Down the man inside. Down the man. Here, shift. I got you.
Wentz now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Back. Waiting. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Under 10. 10.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Sunday, waiting. Hey, Rip 5-2, out here. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
X3, 218, jump. Go.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jannard Avery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. They're going to go. It's Locke. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Schwartz. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. Oh, little 360. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Locke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Luck got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Check 26, check 26.
At their 49-yard line.
Shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Break through. Pac-Man. Sunday. 280. I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Sunday. 54. Hey, Alpha. Mike 54.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Right back to him on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch twist. Greystone, travel. Come on, it's done.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Go. Blue 80. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. What's the run?
Wentz now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano. And they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on second down. Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Luck. This is Butler making the catch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Luck throwing again. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Tavon Young in on the tackle. To throw on second and 6. Luck. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter.
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Echo. Let's go, Heavy. General West.
Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's Tommyt6moe's now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, "We're going to call this Be Who You..."
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Play action. It's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
All day. Trey 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it.